Here are 5 things I love about living in the East Bay area. Let's do it. What's up everybody, my name is Cooper Eisenmann. I'm a full-time real estate agent here in the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley areas, which consists of Livermore, Pleasanton, Dublin, San Ramon, Danville, and Alamo. And if you're new to my channel, I want to ask you and beg you to please hit that like button, as it helps my videos to reach more people just like you who are interested in learning more about the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley areas. Now, I've been getting a ton of text, calls, and emails from people just like you who have very specific questions about one of these cities or are planning a move to one of these cities and need to buy and or sell a house, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to put my information down here at the bottom. I always get back to you within 15 or 20 minutes, so it's super fast and super convenient. Now let's get straight into this list. Now, number 1 is the scenery. Now, oftentimes when I'm driving down the 580 or 680 freeways and I take a second to look just past all the buildings and homes, you really start to notice just how gorgeous the landscape is. We are fully surrounded by foothills and mountains, which includes Mount Diablo, and it really is gorgeous. Now, of course, we do live in a highly populated area, but if we take a second to look just past all of the action and commotion, you really notice just how gorgeous it is, and I feel truly grateful for that. And to add to not only how beautiful it is, it also is a huge advantage if you're an outdoors person to be able to use these hills and mountains for mountain biking or hiking, or having a picnic with the family, or anything that you may want to do outside in the sun. And so that is one of the most amazing things about living here, is that it isn't just all flat and you can't see anything. You really are surrounded by these gorgeous landscapes that is the East Bay, and more specifically the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley area. Now, number 2 on my list is the fact that we have simple and easy access to both winter and summer sports if you're into that kind of thing. Now, living in the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley, and honestly the Bay Area as a whole, because we are so pretty close together here, but we have such close and easy access to Tahoe for the obvious reasons of snowboarding or skiing in the wintertime, and of course using those same hills for hiking, mountain biking in the summertime, as well as the lake. But if Tahoe is not convenient for you and the family, or not close enough, there is of course very close and easy access to many major and big lakes in Northern California, as well as the Delta, which is probably a 30 to 45 minute drive from anywhere you are in the East Bay, San Ramon Valley, or Tri-Valley areas for summer sports, wakeboarding, wake surfing, boating, whatever it is that you may like. And that is another reason why I love it here so much, is that we do have such amazing weather year round, just being in California as a whole, but we also have the options to do almost anything we want to do within a reasonable drive, which is easy and not out of the question to make, even if you have a family. Now, number 3 on my list is the safety aspect of living here. Of course, who wouldn't want to live in a safe area, even if it's just you, and especially if you have young children? It is one less thing to worry about and a huge stress reliever knowing that you live in an area that has relatively less crime. Now, of course, there are no cities, no counties, no neighborhoods that have zero crime, but relatively speaking to other parts of the Bay Area and the country as a whole, the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley areas are very safe. Now there is a website you can go to see crime statistics for each specific city. That is neighborhoodscout.com. Go there if you'd like a reference and a stat sheet for each city and the crime that happens in each city on an annual basis. Now number 4 on my list is the great public schooling. Now of course we also have great private school options, but a vast majority of the families and residents in the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley area take advantage of the public schooling options that we do have because they are some of the best in the country. The schools are clean, well maintained, have great teachers for the most part, and there are many options in each city. Now just like neighborhoodscout.com for crime stats, you can go to greatschools.org to get school rating stats on each school in every city, and this works for the entire country. But if you are specifically looking in the Tri-Valley or San Ramon Valley areas, I suggest you go to greatschools.org in order to get school rating information. Now number 5 on my list is the resources and work opportunity that comes along with living in the Tri-Valley or San Ramon Valley areas. Now of course, living in a highly populated area like we do comes with its advantages and disadvantages. But I truly believe that the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. And that's because of the resources and the work opportunity that comes along with living here. When it comes to shopping, medical, jobs, travel, education, and more, the East Bay and Bay Area as a whole really has it all. Now, I really don't want to get into a crazy list of all the things the Bay Area and the East Bay Area has to offer as far as those things I just mentioned, because obviously it's going to be a very long list as we do live in a highly populated area. But if you're coming from a highly populated area, then you already understand this and are used to the fact that, you know, we just have a lot of retail shopping options. We have a lot of grocery store options. We have a lot of different medical providers, hospitals, schools, colleges, sports teams, etc. So unless you're coming from a very rural area where there's only one grocery store or one convenience store, then you're already used to this, and I won't bore you with that. But just know that if you are coming from a place like this, or you know that you do like having many options and living in a highly populated area, then you'll be glad to know that the East Bay or Bay Area as a whole is going to be right up your alley. Now, of course, living here is not perfect, and I don't think any place on the planet is perfect. Now, I personally would not want it perfect, because having and living a natural life is about having highs and lows, achieving and learning, personal struggles and personal accomplishments, but overall, I love living here. Now, I would love to tell you what I don't like about living in the San Ramon Valley and Tri-Valley areas. So if you want to ask me personally, you can call, text, or email me anytime. I would love to share what I don't like about living here, because like I said earlier, no place is perfect. I do like it that way, but just to be transparent, I would like to tell you what I don't like, in case that will help you make a more informed decision on where you would like to move to, or even move here at all. Now, I love helping my clients buy and sell homes, and also educating them and helping them find the perfect city for them and or their family. So if you have any questions at all in a general sense, you can also reach me by phone, text, or email anytime. I always get back to you within 15 or 20 minutes, so it's super fast and super convenient. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, see ya.